here we go. We got Rubbertoe versus Univa, and the winner of this race will go on to face Chris the Fast, otherwise known as Christ He Fast. In the bottom part of the bracket, we're going to watch Conquer Hacks versus Curtis after this one. So a lot of good races going on tonight, boys. Also, congratulations to Rubber for getting second place tonight with a 127. Big things.
Thank you.
And I don't know, I guess we're just waiting on Dave and Bran Flakes for a bottom bracket, and then we'll be good to start scheduling stuff for next week. The schedule for the next week is actually going to be really weird because I'm going to be in a different time zone, and we're going to have to plan stuff around like when I'm able to go like stream physically from Purple Lamp, which might not match up with the normal stream time. So if I have to stream during the day instead of at night, just bear with me. You're still going to get the streams though. Still going to try to broadcast the matches, and if not, you'll be able to watch them on twitch.tv/BFB community. Now that we got all the announcements out of the way, let's get right to the race. Alright guys, thank you for already being at the starting screen. We can get this started right away. Alright, so I'm going to count down from 3 and say go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, guys. Alright, so we had to actually start a call outside of the server because there were problems with it. So I guess if Univa and Rubbertoe, if you guys want to lead the call, you can go ahead and do that. Whenever Tongo gets back, he'll be joining us as well.
I'm back.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
So right off the bat, we see Rubbertoe without the save glitch, so we know what that means.
Yeah, this is a power move.
Power.
Yeah,
You sound like Parrot.
Real power
I was
move.
talking to him earlier, and he said he's gonna be doing these races like he does normal runs. So we're gonna see some crazy stuff from him, I think.
That's honestly a good mindset to have because it just implies that he's not nervous when he's doing these races.
I think he's just trying to have fun. And that's like, when in a tournament with like no stakes, there's nothing on the line but just like community interaction and trying to have fun. I feel like that's like if you think of it that way, it's definitely the best mindset to have.
Also, maybe he's also just trying to like learn the category more too right now because he's just started it like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, both of these guys pretty much in Virtue. Univa just started as well because he hasn't ran this game in like a year, and he just got back into it with an entirely new route. It's like a whole new world. So curious to see what happens with both these guys. Oh, you guys want game audio? All right.
Rubbertoe coming up to RSS, or as he likes to call it, WOSS, or Walk of Shame Skip.
Interesting, interesting.
Now, he sets this up like very carefully.
Ooh, okay. Well,
I've never seen anybody actually like really set it up like that. I usually just see people just gun for it. I mean, he has like a few tries to get this before it starts losing time, so he's probably okay. Okay. And still, like, he still can save time if he gets it this time. Still saves 15 seconds.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of see the move. If he's confident enough, he's like, yeah, I can probably get this within a few tries. Why not go for it?
Yeah. All right. So he saved 15
and
seconds.
There he goes. Nice. So he's saving time. Completely worth it.
And plus, he doesn't have to deal with being told to not turn off his Xbox for the rest of the run.
Yeah, that is a privilege.
Please don't. Just please don't turn it off.
Please, we're literally begging you. We don't ask you for much.
Wait, that was third try, right? He's gonna save 30 seconds.
Yeah, third try.
Yeah, he's gonna save 30 seconds then. Nice.
Pretty nice tree dome also. Not bad.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how a lot of runners just opt to not do that trick when it saves a minute. Just goes to show how hard it is. Also, side note, Univa's bitrate's going to be a little bit lower because he's streaming from college, so hopefully
I'm
it's...
shaking and crying. Please don't turn off the Xbox. You'll corrupt the save file, okay? If you turn off your Xbox...
First try RSS.
Yeah. You mean rollbuck, but there it is.
Rollbuck, yeah.
Hub world is dumb. There is none, not dumb. Yeah.
It's kind of dumb, but it's also dumb.
Yeah. True. Shift is corrupt. He's corrupt.
Yeah, Shift turned his Xbox off when it told him not to.
It's a punishable offense. Alright, so
Don't
Univa coming
off.
up to it. Oh, okay.
Alright, well.
That happens.
Univa about 45 to 50 seconds behind now. He's got a little bit of work
Yeah,
to do.
Rubbertoe is a very, very solid early game for a race, especially.
Yeah, Rubbertoe was on that any percent grind for a while, so that experience is coming into play here.
Oh, no, Univa falls off again. Yeah,
Damn.
the camera shake. You can tell he's frustrated. He's just gotta not worry about it, just try and get through it, because it's a really long category, and it's not over by any means.
This is one of those tricks that's super finicky, so if you're even a little bit nervous, it can throw you off completely.
I feel like he would have gotten that if he just like went for
If
it.
he just committed to it, he would have gotten it,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna save having to go back and get another ball at least.
I mean, he's got... See, in early game, you pretty much got like 2 pivot points, right? You have this early part, and then you have SBA. Those are the 2 spots where you can really like save or make up time. And then it's all
I've been
late
noticing
game.
in this tournament so far, the glide also has been up to a minute for some people.
Yeah.
It's kind of a wild card. Okay, well... So, yeah.
Rubbertoe's stream going pretty good so far.
I just want to see Univa get this.
If he was just a little bit more to the right, maybe that one would have worked.
This is one of those things that like, you come back to the game after not playing for so long, and just like this fucking weird shit you have to do now. Just totally foreign.
It's a really demotivating trick. It's like, okay, welcome back to the game. By the way, this is in the first 3 minutes. And you're like...
Exactly.
Yeah, Roblox's one of the reasons I really don't do a lot of full game runs right now. It's like, why should I waste my time resetting to this a bunch?
I think people are just too careful when they do it. Like, it seems like he's just trying way too hard to be careful. You have to really just ram into it super hard.
It's in his own head at this point, yeah.
Just lock the
Rubbertoe just
stick
trailing
upright and
along
don't let
here.
go until you're
Pretty
out.
standard stuff. Standard early game so far. Oh no.
Is my mic actually loud right now?
No, you're fine. I think, right?
I think Univa's just gonna take the backup route at this point. Where you get the forbidden spatula early on. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm interested in seeing how he handles this. I like how it's still called the forbidden spatula, by the way, when it's like trivial at this point.
Yeah, so we have like
it's just iconic. It's the legacy name at this point.
we have like no idea what Univa's been working on this week, by the way. So
It's true.
curious to see how this goes for him.
Rubbertoe gets the hard read, the oil bot.
Yeah, that's one of those things where like if you don't manipulate the oil the right way, it'll just go right on the field, and it's kind of hard to see it because you have the oil orb in the way that kind of like makes it invisible to an extent. Like you can't really see it that well.
Yeah, because it blends in with the background.
Yeah.
Univa gets spiked.
I think he could have landed down by Sandy's Dream off of that one.
I gotta thank some subs, by the way. XD Surf, thank you for the 14 months. Phil, thank you for the 12 months. Remember when I first heard about you on the Boundary Break video and I came to the game to check out your Twitch? Thank you so much for the experience. No problem, man. Enjoy the race. Yeah, all the while, Univa refraining from turning off his Xbox console.
What a guy, upstanding citizen. People have seen hard time for turning their Xbox console off.
Yeah, it's like literally minimum mandatory 15 years. It's no joke.
Repeat
Univa's about
offenders
full
get the
dream.
chair.
Univa knows that there's still a chance he can come back in this race.
Yep. Ooh, the almost half-fat guy skip, but didn't go for it so he didn't drown from Rubbertoe. Quick work with the one-frame sock.
I think one of the bigger pivots later, we're going to see this maybe get closer or get further away when it comes to Sand Mountain.
Yeah, I know Rubbertoe's definitely going for the DCB, so...
Yeah, the thing about DCB is, like, you have, like, 6 or 7 tries to get it before it starts losing time, so... Honestly, it's pretty worth going for, I'd say. If it saved, like, half a minute, maybe not, but...
And
Yeah,
Rubbertoe's
plenty
been
of
practicing
tries.
a lot. He's been practicing it a lot, so I think he's confident enough.
Honestly, I feel like he could have gotten to the other island that first jump, but I respect.
Definitely, like, there's no
not
reason to,
risking it.
like, throw any sort of lead.
Yeah,
Rubbertoe's no stranger to racing. He's done it plenty of times in, like, other communities, other games.
LM.
Yeah.
He got his first 59 in a race, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a pretty cursed time for this community, honestly. Back then with the, around that time with the tournament, there was a lot of shit happening.
I've heard stories. Good oil manipulation from Univa.
Yeah. Going for Forbidden because he missed the Chumbuck.
Do you get
So-
Chumbuck in mid-game using the strat you do in NSBA with this route,
That's
or
what-
do you get something else?
I think you should get it in mid-game. That's what he should
That's what I
do.
was thinking you would do. Yeah.
Just do the normal strat with the rolling thing. There's also an alternate one where you get it like way later before Kelp Forest with the cruise boosting, but I feel like he's
That's
just
like an
gonna wanna,
NG plus.
I feel like he's
Why
just gonna
even do
use
that?
that backup, the
Yeah.
the normal rolling buck.
Yeah, I'm really trying to think, but I don't think there's much mid-game you could get other than that. That would be reasonable. Because this routing is just so optimized with what's an early game and what's not.
Already too. The only thing that could really be changed is like prawn early if Swingers DCB becomes a thing. Which it will, but it's a matter of when.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rubbertoe about a full Goo Lagoon ahead. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Having a pretty solid run so far. Other than those 2 missed RSSs, he's pretty much fine.
Rubbertoe getting some dome now. The side dome, that is.
Yeah, I gotta say.
Now the robot's taking a beating out there.
I love how sensitive the controls are. That if you just mash the D-pad, you can do stuff like that.
Robot better
Yeah.
tactics and fast.
It's like.
It's crazy how much control you have over him.
Bling! The old clothesline move.
Univa gets a. Ooh. Falling sponge glide.
He
Might
might
drown
make
here.
this. He might make it.
Robot's losing its head.
Oh, he's
true.
not
Yeah.
confident. Oh. Unfortunate. I really don't know what causes that yet.
It's kind of like the
Let's
old
do it again.
sponge glide where it's like, well, I guess your angle was just wrong. Yeah, it's more like you just didn't do it the right way.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we know for sure.
Slightly out of the margin of error.
It's like, yeah, you did it the wrong way.
That's literally the only information you get when you get.
Why did this
something
fail? You did it incorrectly. Ah.
like that. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Try doing it differently.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
say.
Next time.
Pretty cool.
Meanwhile, Rubbertoe fighting his boss.
You know, in this game we have to fight our boss too.
I've never seen
Yeah.
such an electrifying
And they're serious battles.
Fight.
Just watching Patrick and SpongeBob spaz out on Rubber's screen is refreshing for this fight.
It's the only thing, you gotta do something.
The old clothes.
Yeah, you can't twiddle your thumbs with your hands on the controller. You gotta improvise.
Oh yes, you can.
Whoa, what an opening for a guy literally filled with openings. Oh, what an uppercut.
I wonder if we'll ever have a skip for this fight in Hondo someday.
Nice move.
That would just.
That'd make my year, actually.
It's actually
Well, I
possible
mean,
for any percent. I don't know about this though.
Well, wouldn't you need to obtain the power? And as far as like, how
Yeah.
would we? That's what we need to solve, right?
Like if this gets
How do
solved
you
for
think-
any percent, the run would be like 20
The game
minutes
is-
long. But it's like you don't have to fight the squirrel, you know.
Yeah. The squirrel sucks. All right, so yeah, Rubbertoe pretty much a full Poseidon and some extra change ahead. So unfortunately, he kind of has a lot of time to make some mistakes here. So Univa is gonna either have to bust out some Augur's strategies, some exciting strategies, or
He's around 3.5 minutes behind to 4 minutes, I'd say. Yeah, 4 minutes, I'd say. Actually,
Yeah,
that's a lot for this point of the game. It's kind of a lot.
yeah, that's exactly my point. Maybe SBA will kind of. I don't expect it to level the playing field, but maybe it'll give him.
Yeah, this can always.
Rubber has a
tilt
lot of
either
experience
way.
in this trick. I don't know if it's gonna really help or hurt Univa.
I think it's just going to be neutral. I've not seen him mess this up catastrophically before.
Yeah. He's been doing runs at this for a while.
Zero Tiki SBA.
Just being extra careful
Yes.
there. Respect it.
Have we seen anyone break a tiki yet in these races?
Oh yeah, yeah, we've seen a few.
Ooh, that must be heartbreaking.
Kind of far left, but we two Tiki boys.
Yeah, not really gonna matter for him.
So yeah, not much time to be made here for Univa, it looks like, because that's a textbook SPA, boys.
And
Pretty
he set
much.
it up pretty fast too.
Yeah, that's some pretty clean stuff. I did not know you could bowl it like that. That's pretty cool. Oh no!
No, he's fine.
Okay,
that's
well,
that's just what happens if he goes that deep with the camera. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You gotta
I didn't
do
realize
like
he went-
a-
Oh, because he turned the camera around.
Exactly.
Right?
You gotta have the
to
camera
your
turned a certain way to
facing-
make it not, but it doesn't really matter if you're doing 2 tiki because the rate's so high that it gives you enough anyway without having to wait.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's actually pretty challenging to jump on those flags with that awkward ass angle.
Yeah, it's more of a 1 tiki strat, having to change the angle.
Yeah, optimal flags is pretty cool when done right. But don't really need it with 2 tiki.
So there it
Yep,
is.
he's good. Yeah. There it is. Pretty textbook, pretty clean. Not much to say. That
No,
rollback really
no,
fucked Univa, man.
Yeah. Toe is ahead by pretty much 4+ minutes with one of the major obstacles of the route out of the way. So, yeah.
Some swingers from Rubbertoe. Is he on the... does he jump across? Okay. Is that faster?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Has anybody timed
Gets you
that?
going in the right direction sooner.
Generating 48k shinies by just bowling into it repeatedly. That's the true zero tiki strat.
Pretty careful
Yeah,
setup.
Zero Tiki loses 40 minutes, but hey, you don't have to use the Tikis.
Oh, you know what? That's an interesting.
Ooh.
Huh, using the 2 swingers after. I don't know if that's faster, but it looked kind of cool.
Make sure to
It was cool. He,
fight.
like, ninja kicked the Chuck out of the air.
Kind of swaggy. Kind of swaggy.
That was a really good fight. Wow.
I feel like if you get it like a good enough angle, you can maybe get yourself to launch over to the duplicator-tron. But what I usually do is I just use one of the swingers instead of 3 of them, and then just get hit by the Chuck missile to launch into the duplicator instead. I guess we have to time both of those and see which one's faster. Yeah, Rubber not letting anything up really. So far this run's been pretty clean except for the 2 RSS misses. Not
Yeah,
giving
this is-
Univa any room to breathe.
This is probably the best early game we've seen in the tournament so far from Rubbertoe.
Absolutely, yeah. It's pretty much what we expect from him, though.
So that
All right.
So that
Didn't look too bad though.
I think he might have gone a tiny bit too far on the first one.
so that
Just being careful, he knows not to risk it with this.
so that
No point in rushing at all.
Just I can't help but wonder how much Univa's learned or practiced this week.
You know, they both had pretty good setups there. There's, you know, he might have gotten it like slightly slower than
Alright, so
Rubbertoe.
Rubbertoe is
but-
actually opting to do, I suppose. Oh, he does this. That's interesting. I wonder why he goes for the sponge ball first. Oh, because he gets the sock. Okay, he gets the fountain sock later. Got it. Yeah. Interesting.
Rubbertoe's sticking with 4 underwear, I guess. Not that huge of a difference in the run, but something.
Yeah,
to note.
Univa's SPA is looking pretty okay so far, by the way.
Yeah, but this tower climb, on the other hand, is not. I think he missed it enough to where it started losing a little bit of time.
He's still fine though. Sure, he hasn't really given much of a gap increase since his mess ups in the beginning of the game, but
Yeah, it's not like
they're
he's
not-
having a bad game either.
exactly, he just had a really
It's
rough
just
roll-up.
Rubbertoe's is so good.
Well, that and it was just the rollback.
Just the one.
It's really
trick,
just
yeah.
the rollback, I'd say. That, like, they've both been pretty consistent this entire run. It's just that one trick kind of made the gap really big.
Yeah.
I think he knows this too.
And he still has to collect the chum bucket spat.
True.
Yeah, usually what we see in these races is like people usually like make up some time for early game stuff, catching up to the other runner because of their mistakes in mid game. But Rubbertoe's mid game has been pretty solid so far, not giving Univa any room to catch up. He's gonna have to look at stuff in late game to do that. I definitely wouldn't count him out though.
The celebratory camera shake for the dupe hit there. I like how that's our universal sign of something just happened.
Camera shaking is a beautiful
I'm
language.
reacting right now.
Really has a way with words.
He's such a way with him. So, yeah, Mermalair happening.
When does he get the fountain sock?
This is a Bikini Bottom new.
I don't know. He just got this. He just got the like weird cutscene not skip thing where you just sit there awkwardly and stare at him.
Wait, did he get fountain sock or not? I'm confused because he
He
has
did
the
not.
9 socks.
Oh, Josh is saying he got it before Sand Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Up we go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I wish there was a faster way to do these melons. They're just...
If only they were programmed so you could hit him with SpongeBob's, like, one of his attacks. That would
Yeah.
be just... Ah, that would be amazing. It's like, guys, how, like, okay, be honest, how long did it take you to make this level? 10 minutes?
Mermalair is one of the better designed levels.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like, hand disable leads to one thing, which leads to another.
Ah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I think so.
Where are the secret?
Who's gonna hit the dog boost? It's a nice 0.3 second time save or something. Yeah. I mean, it's faster overall if you get the boost, but I don't know. I just prefer it because I don't really ever get the damage boost thing. And sometimes the ARF does something stupid, so it's best to just not deal with them, I think. I like the frame SpongeBob froze on there on Rubbertoe's screen. I haven't seen one of Rubbertoe's Krusty Krabs before. I wonder how good he is at these.
This is actually a level that I used to really dislike, but I've come to appreciate it because I think it's kind of fun.
It is pretty fun. It's a lot more technical than it appears.
It's just unlike the other fight levels, like Dome and Crab's Dream, because it's like everything's kind of in a set location. I don't know, except for the robots at the end. But yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's
No
kind of in the
Krusty Carnage for Rubbertoe.
It's something that can happen with 4 health. You know, it's possible.
Not a bad Krusty Krab.
Not at all.
About 3, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Yikes!
RSS is such a power move now that I think about it. Like, it really is worth going for if you think you can get it within like 5 tries.
Great Barrier Reef!
It's so early in the run, so if you miss it 3 times, just try again. You just have to do pineapple. And, you know, cow bungee.
I might like leave to make food in the middle of it, but I can be there for most of it.
I probably have to go afterwards, unfortunately.
The robot better change tactics and fast!
Dodging some pistachio ice cream on Rubbertoe's screen. Justin Stitz, what a guy.
Look at that! The robot's made himself dizzy! What is Sandy going to do to get SpongeBob unfrozen?
Oh, he's going for Paper Sandy, I think. Wonder if we'll get it.
What is that?
Oh, and the robot is
You've never seen Paper Sandy?
No, I don't think so.
It's... If you jump on the swinger a bunch, Sandy kind of just fucks up and goes completely flat and stretches out infinitely in like one of the actions. Actually the most scuffed thing in this game.
What? I did not know that was a thing at all. Can you tell me
Yeah.
a little of that?
I gotta find it, yeah. One sec.
Oh, and the robot is down!
Yeah, that thing is just the dumbest thing. You legit just like lose. You just
What
literally
more
become
else with that
2D.
stuff? And SpongeBob
It's like actual Paper Mario.
I don't even know what to like. I'm struggling to even imagine that.
I'm trying to find a video of it.
Go see Dumbo and around you go. That does it. SpongeBob is back in the fight. Oh, that was a doozy.
Feel like a new sponge.
Yeah, Halo and BFBB.
Alright, I got a clip of it.
I guess like Fable, Medal of Honor, maybe.
Wait,
Fable?
let's see here.
You like Fable?
Oh, that's the wrong link.
I've never played it. I'm just saying it's popular.
Oh, okay. I was about to fight you.
Is down.
Alright, check the
Fable's a
Discord DM
weird-ass
for
game.
some
I've
paper Sandy
seen people
Ringo.
play it.
Let me read this. Watch this.
I don't know what even is on Xbox.
What the fuck?
What?
You just like get
oh,
stuck
paper
upside
sandy
down.
clip. It's like Conquer Live and Reloaded is not even like memorable compared to the original.
Maybe a little bounce on the
Yeah,
old
Univa's like, he's like 4.5 minutes behind still. He just can't make up that lead. Now it's like increasing because I think he forgot to destroy everything in the Krusty Krab.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Univa's about to go for DCB and I assume Larry Time Challenge. Univa, no. I hate when this
barrel or
happens.
something?
Out the bag. Dude, in your bag. The bag's happened so many times in this tournament.
That is actually the wackest shit I've ever seen in my life.
In your bag.
That paper mob thing.
Yeah, I don't know what on earth caused that, but it's a sight.
He's like walking fucking upside down and
And then occasionally just like stretching to infinity. I just don't get it.
I think at this point it's pretty clear there's nothing you can't do in this game.
And the best part is, as Sandy, your hitbox actually goes that far, so you can like hit the buttons for lasers from like halfway.
oh, it's gonna be. What if we?
Yeah,
we
put
just
the vid in my
implement it into
chat.
the game?
The clip.
The clip of paper Bob, okay.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if Rubber saves time on this. I don't even know how much time you lose per miss on this. I should probably be aware of that, but
It's like 6 seconds per miss, it looks like.
it's like 4 seconds or some shit. It's like almost nothing. Shit.
It's a pretty fast setup.
Yeah, it's like 4 seconds per miss. And you also have like 50 seconds to do it. Honestly,
Ooh.
personally,
Oh,
I
not
think it's like
very
not
fast.
even as bad as GCC. So I think some people should maybe try to learn it. See, okay. You know
he's going
what?
for
I
it.
just realized you can actually run past the starting line without talking to Bubble Buddy twice. How did I never realize that? I'm so dumb. That means that sub 2 is possible on this segment, man.
Oh yeah, wow, I just
See-
realized you've been doing that the whole time.
Yeah, dude. Like I just had the muscle memory from back when I did the runs with the previous strat. I don't know if he's gonna be able to make this. I think he might
He
be able
is.
to barely make
He
it.
does the bash jump to get a little bit of extra distance.
Oh, you can do that? I never knew that.
Yeah, bash jumps are a lot more powerful.
That's actually a
when you
really
have
great
fast
backup.
cruises.
Okay, that's actually really good. Did not know you could do that, but I'm gonna save a lot of runs now because I
Holy
fucking know
fuck.
this now.
I can't even believe how fast you can move with a DCB.
Yeah, this is like
This
the bare minimum that you can get to do this route, and
Not even
it's
max
still fast.
speed, and it's still fast, yeah.
You can go like 50%
He's
faster
still
than
saving
this. It's
time
nutty.
doing this strat. He's still saving a little bit of time. One thing though is like I think there you should definitely jump to the platform to the left instead of going straight if you have this slow of a DCB though.
Yeah.
I think you should definitely go like jump to the left platform and then jump to the next one.
This
Still,
time
Rubber
challenge
bringing
might
new
be kind
strats
of
to the table,
close.
unless that was just known and I'm just stupid. Probably the latter, honestly. A lot of strats go over my head. Alright. Oh, he's got to be really careful here going for inner tube.
Uh-oh. Honestly, YOLO tube's
He's
not
got
that
it.
bad.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, good jump.
Barely making the time challenge though. But I think, let's see.
He pulls it off. He fucking pulls it off.
I think he
There
actually
it is.
lost a little bit of time from this because he probably lost around like 40 seconds from the actual cruise boost speed.
Really?
Actually, well, he doesn't do YOLO too. How much time does that save?
10.
Okay.
It depends how
So
fast your
he
inner
lost
tubes
30
are.
from the speed of it, and I think he maybe lost around. He probably broke even, or like a little bit under
Yeah.
even. Either way, still. Props to him for going for it.
Yeah, going for it and not making a fool of himself, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Ringo and I were talking about this earlier, is that like the best players of this game, like, you know, like Rubber, for example, they just, when shit happens, when shit gets found, they just go ahead and try to learn it. They don't just sit and say like, oh, it's too hard, I can't learn it. They go and try to learn it, and they try to implement it before deciding if they don't want to do it. Oh no, Univa getting hit.
Oh,
That's the thing, is like, a lot of people just like see new strats and they're like, nope, I can't do it, without even trying it.
Yeah.
But
It's,
at least,
because
like,
they just
Rubber-
assume it's the worst shit ever. But
Rubber
honestly,
tried-
It's
even Fast Nut and decided he didn't like it, but at least he tried it at one point, you know? You gotta give yourself a
Yeah.
chance to try stuff.
also does this, you know, while you're
casually
typing.
pulling this out, yeah.
This strat is definitely worth doing if you know you can get it within 2 tries. Absolutely.
His
The thing
setup
about
there is
RSS,
really
man, it's
weird.
like RSS, you have like 4 tries to get it, and people just avoid it.
I'm trying to start implementing RSS, but it's tough right now.
Will Rubber PV. That's the real push.
But you can actually go really far down that slide and still make that jump, huh?
I mean,
All these little
it's a
small
bit early to
concepts.
call PV, but I think
That's the
it's
thing about
still
this category,
possible.
man. All these little movement optimizations, just like, it's so unoptimized. We gotta really gather together these strats and figure everything out. I
think
learned
his
like
PV
3 or 4
had
things
first
from
try
watching this.
DCB.
I feel like I learn every time I watch these races. I learn some new strat from everybody, really.
Yeah.
Our knowledge.
I feel like I always learn something when I'm watching like other people. It's like, oh yeah, well, I do that completely differently. Wow.
Literally, like, the learning process and the optimization of this game has reset to a certain extent because now we're working on a whole new category that's, in the grand scheme of things, really unoptimized
This,
compared to.
I mean, okay, this level that Rubber's in right now was something that, you know, for a long time, until like a little over a year ago, wasn't even in the any percent run. And Flounder Hill was never in the any percent
Great
run.
Barrier Reef!
yeah,
So
this is all new stuff.
these are levels,
basically.
exactly, and like these are some of the biggest levels in the entire game that just have not been looked into nearly as much.
Univa
as
had a bit
others.
of trouble getting the lodge spat. That bash is finicky.
Yo, Term, sweet, thank you for the 3 months. It's been so long since I've been here. School's been stressing me out. Haven't had much time to do anything, but senior year is almost halfway over. Hell yeah, brother, let's go. Just get through that senior year. Start college, and you got more time to yourself, but the work's gonna get harder. That's the trade-off. But yeah, thank you for the
Worth
resub,
it.
man. I think it's a worthy trade-off, yeah.
Alright, so Univa, will this work? No.
No, I don't even think he's gonna make hat. Yeah. Do you know how much time it loses to get the cruise boost at the bottom of the slide and then walk up to the spot to get back on?
I don't remember, but it's definitely slower than just retrying it and getting it second try. Like, you're definitely losing time.
Yeah.
At least gets that bash after, cause yeah.
He might have needed that to
Doesn't the
make
bash
it, honestly.
kill your momentum?
No.
Alright.
He could have made that. He still had his jump, I think. I don't know. But you can bash and jump and store the momentum.
Yeah. Props to Univa for trying all these strats just despite getting back to the game after not playing for a year.
Yes. I agree.
Good ballroom clip, second try. LTCS can really be like that sometimes.
Say hello to my little bubble friend.
So Rubber opting for the non-mode clip route. It only saves like 3, so it's not. Oh. Oh.
This shit only that clip saves 3?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I thought it saved a lot more.
Yeah, I think he's just like.
Oh.
See, I think Rubber opted to just reset that there because he's not trying to build poor muscle memory. He doesn't have anything to worry about in this race, so he's just kind of making sure. I'm gonna reset that just to make sure I don't like get used to going over the moat instead of under it. I think that one looks good, yeah.
Getting the
Univa
pop
looking
up.
good.
Alright, looks like he does go under the moat.
You can also get that bash from like standing way back. That's actually no.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, there's more information. There we go. I've learned like 2 seconds of strats from watching this. Yeah, Rubbertoe is really pulling away now. So is he gonna do 2 quadrants? 1 quadrant?
Looks like he does the 2.
Alright, he's doing 1 quadrant.
Oh, okay.
Also, alright, I don't know about that, but still, no
I think he's just-
reason to be risky. No reason to be risky.
Just safe as possible, I guess. I've never seen
I
somebody
think
use
that
the missile
C caves
down
is
there.
one of the most not underappreciated, but overlooked levels when it comes to practice and optimization. This small segment here has so much shit you can do in it. Like what Robert
You can
did
get
there, if you don't go for the pole
demolished.
boost, you can actually get that. There's like a different cycle that you can go under and get that sock first, but there are like other routes, like if you do the pole boost, the buoy cycle and the water cycle are both off, and it's just like there are a lot of different strats you can do in there.
Down.
Nice puff boost. That puff boost actually saves
That
quite a bit
bash
if
on
you
top
get
of
it.
the clam, didn't know about that either.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the
That's actually damn.
smells like.
All right, I'm learning more shit from watching this as always.
I feel like every time I watch Rubbertoe, he's doing something I've never seen before.
Wish you'd post some of this stuff. I've seen like 5 things already.
I feel like it just like goes over his head like doesn't like some of it just seems so small. It doesn't seem like it's significant enough or something. Good
Yeah.
time stop, Univa.
Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt 3 years running. Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt 3 years running.
It's amazing how slow SM1C looks without the DCB.
Here's the thing, like, that is true. Another thing too I was about to mention is that with all these new players, or not rather experienced players getting into this category they'd never looked at before, you're gonna have them finding a lot of new shit. Just getting new eyes on this stuff is really helpful.
3 years running.
Just having a new perspective, because like all the boomers, like we have been looking at the same shit for years and years, just playing these levels over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah, and
hard
it's
to break
really
that
easy to
habit.
do strats that are slower because you're just used to them.
What'd you experience?
Just not knowing where to look.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can go to the first stack of tikis during the Tikis Go Boom cutscene instead of going to the middle. That's also slightly faster, apparently.
I also do that.
I don't do that because of one tiki shit. The shiny route's really tight for me because the rate's so
Oh,
slow.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't realize it was that tight.
Yeah, one tiki makes the whole game way worse. It depends. Like, I usually end up with like 49k, but if I go over, I'm just not used to doing that. But yeah, I usually end up at 49k though. I don't like being risky with the route. It's not worth it.
Hmm.
What'd you experience?
It's really not
Let's see how
because it's,
Univa does with this. Hey, can Univa PB with this?
I don't know.
No
what
curse,
seems-
no commentators curse, no please. Okay.
Whoa.
All right, he did the shit. He did the fucking shit where you go around. Dude, that slide is like, that tube is so whack, man. I had something like that happen to me a while back. That just like, I was like, how the fuck did that work?
Jumping up the snow pile, I think the game has no idea where it wants to like send
Yeah,
your
like,
momentum.
I don't know. It's like one of those things where I feel like it just doesn't let you fall off. That's like the third time I've seen something like that happen where you're about to fall off, but the tube's just like, nope, you're coming back on.
Good guy tube.
Good guy tube. Yeah, so he didn't even go in the pipe there. That was pretty sick.
Yeah. I feel like more people should give that a try because it's really
It's
not
not
that
that
much
bad.
harder.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
I think just like the dedication you have to just go down the slide over and over and over and over again to practice it. Some people aren't willing to do. But what you can do is just enable the hand to fall off after you do it, just to make it a little bit shorter.
Yep. Was just gonna say that.
Or just emulate
And
it.
it cuts it like, it cuts the time down a lot.
Yeah, only have to wait like 30 seconds of sliding.
And honestly, that's like the only part that you really need to crack down on because the rest of the movement isn't that bad at all. It's pretty easy actually.
Nice, getting the LCB from Rubbertoe, but he just lost all the time it saves.
Yeah, like you lost like double the time that saves you. Rip. But it's cool though.
Compared to, or I guess he doesn't go for the no LCB Death Warp route anyway.
That's the
I think
thing,
he's
like,
breaking even with it.
the jump without LCB is super tight, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's worth learning the spacing instead of having to like bank on getting LCB first try.
This is the first time I've ever seen this, so I'm just freaking the fuck out.
The
I didn't
crazier
realize
thing is that
it-
you can still do that without an LCB as well. Like it's really fucking stupid. You can just, this whole time we use the barrels, you know?
This whole
Who
time.
needs barrels?
Yeah, rubber
LCB
being
also
safe.
makes the animation skip
I
there.
don't think that Univa knows that you can just make the gate go down by jumping, like running up to it.
Oh, yeah. With 100%,
Ah, yeah, I
there's...
figured that would happen. I could tell, like,
Oh.
oh no.
Oh!
I'm just tilted.
I don't know if you can get
I'm
a cruise
tilted.
boost. Oh, you can, okay. Well, I learned something new. I learned another thing today, there you go.
That's like the only building you can get one off of, I think.
I just do it against the gate, or like the last time.
All
they
these
had to do it
buildings are
against the
so
gate.
fucking bad to get crew boosts off.
Yeah,
of.
half of them they
Yeah.
just like don't even
They're all,
give
like-
you a shot at it.
They're all like coated in honey or something. He just sticks to them when you. It's like I don't know what's going on. I really don't. They're all sticky
Greased up
walls.
sides.
They fucking looked greased up. They're all like shiny.
Yeah. Everything's so shiny in the Xbox version.
Yeah, because it's got enhanced graphics.
Balloons. Blast processing.
Blast processing. This is the Dark Souls remastered of Battlestar Bikini Bottom. It's like just slightly better graphics and everything else is the same. Except not. Collision also.
Yeah, and my
I think
favorite
Rubber
change
knows
is
you
how
can
the
just jump
bubble ball
around
is
with it.
actually a ball on the Xbox and not just a D20.
Does he know the cycle for this?
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
as you can
know.
see, like, still like some game knowledge stuff that can definitely be ironed out for the future rounds. It's hard to like find stuff to like discuss like in his gameplay because it's all just so clean. You know, it's just there's not much to say. He's just doing a good job.
Pretty good,
Like I don't want to sit here and like comment on the stuff that Univa like can improve and not be fair, you know, to the other side, but it's just hard to look for stuff that's going wrong, you know.
Yeah.
what's the skip right there called where you like clip out again? I forgot. In the jellyfish caves.
I just call it geode clip.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Pretty. Cat, take it.
Bloom FX.
Nice little strat there where you line up with the Duplicatitron to do one jump.
4K Ultra HD.
Full HD 1080p.
Full. Why do so many people go for this LCV strat? I don't get it. Like it only saves time if you get first try every time. I don't get it at all. Man.
I guess it's just a style thing, I don't know.
We really need better documentation on how much time these things save.
LCB's hard to time how much it actually saves though, because you get such a variable
Yeah,
speed.
I
Oh,
just
that's
could never. I just can't justify going for this shit, dude. I'll wait for the DCB. Thank
yeah.
you very much.
what happened to Univa there is why I plan on never doing that in a run.
You gotta get that first try and the DCB first try to make it worth it. It's kind of hard to justify.
Yeah,
Whoever's
I was-
going for the new routes. Alright,
Great barrier
alright.
reef!
alright. Interesting backup.
I don't think he knows you can just bash off the rock in the corner,
Yeah.
but
I always get nervous looking at that, but it's like
Yeah.
deceiving how much space you have. Wait, I'm
Oh.
confused.
uh,
You should probably just go over to the... Yeah, there we go.
oh,
Official Pringle, thank you for the 7 months, man. I love you, Shift. You make my nuts quake. Well, thank you. Is that even a thing? I don't even know this thing.
You make my nuts quake. Oh, you make my nuts quake. Yeah.
I'm lost.
same here.
Alright, well, a little bit of a rough lake for Rubber, but he's still like 6 minutes ahead, so he's got nothing to worry about.
Univa got the animation skip there.
Ooh, that was
Better not turn
kinda
off his
scary.
Xbox. Ooh.
So does Rubber opt for the ledge grab on that? Or does
Yeah, he does that so he can set his camera up.
Got it.
Cause you that's quick. Yeah, this is a good meme, actually.
I have no idea.
Univa's gameplay is just underwater for some of these levels. The bit rate.
Yeah.
Well, technically all the gameplay is underwater, but yeah, I'm just gonna bow out.
That... Alright, good. He can turn his Xbox off now. I was worried for a second.
Yeah, okay, Univa, you're good now, you can turn it off. I don't think
Is
you
that
can
a
me.
text box dodge?
Hi. Yeah, I feel like he maybe meant to go over the sock and suspend himself so he had enough time to pause and quit. I don't know how recently he updated his route, but I think I did the same thing the other day where you just like autopilot and do the other route where you death warp.
Oh, yeah.
Walking the rest of this sucks.
Yep.
Welcome to
This is the real walk of shame.
Nice. Gets the clip.
That's
Univa's
always
just having a
scary.
solid run. It's just the bracket seating, you know. Round 2 is still going to be rough for some people. Thing is, though, we really didn't know what to expect from Univa because he just came back.
He's in school, so I feel like he doesn't have the time to just grind all day.
Isn't Rubber in school, too? I think he's just used to, like, the schedule of just playing every day, though.
Yeah, Rubber's been in the groove of that for a long time, so I think
years
he's
and years.
on top of things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard coming back to this game after not playing for a while, I'd imagine.
Yeah, one of the worst feelings in this game is not being able to do something you used to nail every time.
Apparently Rubber has a full-time job now, and he's also in school, I'd assume, right? Maybe like one or the other.
Scavenger hunt 3 years running. Thank you.
I can't keep up with this community, man. Everybody's getting so old. Some of these guys, like...
They grow up so fast.
I know. Like, I knew you and since you were a freshman, Ringo, and now you're a sophomore in college. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes no sense at all.
Damn. We're all babies.
Yeah, it kind of... I realized... I was looking at old runs I had submitted, and I was like, this shit's 3 years old? Wow. Okay.
I thought it was NG Plus for a second. I don't know. Oh, he has a save game glitch. Or rather just
So you
saving
didn't get
game, you
grabbed.
can't get grabbed. Huh. Well, I guess that makes sense, but has anybody ever thought about that?
No.
You can bull boost out of that, which is like kind of faster if you get a really good one. I think. But yeah, landing on the sand there, I think the task does it.
Apparently Univa did DTLC when we were being nostalgic. Pretty epic.
Yeah,
Dude,
we're shitty
Univa's
commentators.
like, he's definitely putting in the work offline. I want to see, like...
I mean, going for DTLC is really fucking respectable, because...
If he ends up having to make a loser's run, I think it's going to be a good one. Because remember, like,
I
this is
agree.
all shit that Univa hasn't done. Like, he hasn't played this game in so long.
He's really not been making a lot of mistakes, it's just the ones he's been making have been repeated and eat up a lot of time.
Exactly, you just got to work on his consistency. And maybe some movement.
I think definitely if he went back and watched his run, he could improve so much.
Yeah, absolutely. To compete with a guy like Rubber, you're going to have consistency everywhere and just, you know, prey on those little tiny mistakes. Because that's what it's going to be in grand finals, I assume. It's not going to be like what we've seen before in these matches where people make mistakes like repeatedly over and over. It's going to be like this where you're going to have to face somebody who has their shit completely down, and you're just going to have to pray on that small chance they mess up. At Chris.
What the fuck? How did you lose to Chris?
I don't know, man.
How'd
This
you not lose to
asshole.
Chris?
I think there was some foul play involved. he fast. That's all I can say.
Christ, he fast.
Chris actually is pretty fast. He's got a
Yeah,
129.
we joke about it, but
He's never not been fast.
I think top 5 is 129 now, isn't it? Top 4.
I think it's top 4. Let me check.
Or sub 130 rather.
It's only top.
See, I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
that
it
actually
is.
saves time. I think this loses time, what Rubber's doing here. If you want to save time here, you have to keep your cruise boosts. And even then, I feel like it's like we need to do more research on this stuff, man. Like more timings and shit. I was like working on this segment the other day, but we just need a DCB to make half the stuff work. There's like a really sick strat you can do with the bungee, where you pop off of it and you go straight to the platform, but I could not get to it without a DCB, like in theory, I guess. Like anything really,
been
LCB might
finding
actually
some-
work.
I've been finding some more DCBs. I found one in Gooligan Beach. the other
Okay, so
day.
Rubber just got the text box thing. For those of you who
Yeah.
don't know, I'll just explain it again, because like, new match, new crowd. If you try to jump when that text box comes up, it eats your jump. So you have to jump twice to get the jump to come out. Now,
And that's only on the text boxes in like rock bottom for some reason.
It's
Yeah,
a really
it's
uncomfortable area in the game.
weird.
That
Now,
little,
if Rubber
like,
goes for the cutscene skip here, he's gonna actually die. Yeah, this isn't good. So if you die after the first laser, the second laser cutscene holds you into it, so you just fall and die. Just some weird ass thing. Nobody knows why it happens. It just happens. So if that happens to you, you have to kind of like suspend yourself for a little bit to make sure
Yeah.
you don't die. Having a rough. Oh my god. Ooh.
Ah,
Yeah, okay, Rubber.
no.
Smart play from Rubber, realizing that if you just
getting
let yourself
clapped.
die, he's
They're
gonna
both
spawn
just
here.
getting
Yeah.
grabbed. Yeah, you gotta love that.
A lot of
Both in
people
rock
don't
bottom.
realize, like, we've seen from this tournament, a lot of people don't realize, like, you have the hand enabled here, but Rubber thinking fast, and with that 200 IQ play, just letting himself fall and die.
Yeah, having to reload here is actually a huge mistake. It's like 20 seconds to get back.
Flux with the self-roast.
The third person self roast.
Third person self-roast. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's kind of bold to assume he doesn't know rather than he just made the mistake and didn't act on it. But
The thing
whatever you
is,
wanna
like,
say.
yeah, I
feel like
guess
Rubber
he
has to
definitely
know.
didn't know about the laser cutscene thing when that happens, though.
Yeah, that's
That seemed
something
like
you have
he'd
to
probably
like.
figure that out if he had that happen to him before, though. So it's hard
Yeah,
to
if
say.
that
There's a lot of
happens to
knowledge you
you,
have to
you know.
have, just like category specific for this shit. Just takes time.
A lot of these mistakes you gotta make before you really know how to react.
Yeah. How far behind is Univa?
He's got the rest of rock bottom, I think Murmelair. I think it's rock bottom and Murmelair. And now half a SpongeBob's Dream.
Everyone does that rock. I don't understand why
It's
people
fast if you
rock.
get it.
But like, couldn't you just RCB right to the checkpoint that's like right next to it?
I mean, it's
It would be the same.
it's a little faster to do it off the rock.
I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, but like hardly. I guess if you can get the rock boost, then yeah. But I'm just shocked that people go for it. I guess.
Ooh, Rubbertoe
Thank you for the
didn't.
4 months, Evermore. Welcome back, man.
Did he fail the cutscene skip or just not go for it?
I don't think you went for it.
Shoutouts to his spatula account. It's the funny weed number.
2027, the year that we'll get a 5 in any percent. Bobcast is tomorrow, and after that is the Lights, Camera, Pants Repainted run, and Freeze is getting together the highlight reel of the past 3 years of stream. So.
Did Rubbertoe
Big
get
event.
the painting spatula? He did, okay.
Yeah, I missed that. That's the kind of stuff I just don't pay attention to, because I assume, like, you know.
There's been a lot of people who've forgotten it.
Yo, Evan,
It's
thank
easy
you.
to forget.
Thanks for continuing your sub, Evan. And welcome back to EB Games.
Especially since this is the only category you really don't do art skip in. It's just in your mindset that, oh yeah, I'm done with the trench, I can just get out of here.
Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt.
What does Rubber have left? He has Graveyard, Kelp Forest, and the rest of this, right?
Yeah, I think that's all though.
Yeah.
Unless he did Merm.
He did Marmalade, he did Goo Lagoon, Dream. Just downtown, Kelp, and Dutchman's, and then the
And Final
bucket.
Flight.
That's weird, he doesn't do this with the CB.
Wait.
Is he?
Okay, I thought for a second he was gonna.
Is he?
No, he's
I don't think he's going to do it, but he might, knowing him.
Yeah, is this even like ready yet? I've had my head in the clouds because I'm just
Okay, I don't-
focusing on
I think he just does that a weird way.
Maybe he was practicing DCB, so he's used to not doing that with the cruise boost, and then he
Perhaps.
corrected his mistake.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that one's still pretty deep in the lab.
I'm just trying to ignore all this new shit for now until I get the time I want, and then I'm gonna look at all of it after. So I have no idea what he's doing there.
The backwards cruise boost cancel? Yeah. Watch my video to see how that one's done.
Ringo cruise boosting.
Yeah.
Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt.
That's the first time I've ever seen someone do that backwards. Like, yeah.
Oh, that's not very good from Univa. Having to
The
wait for
Chad
cutscenes.
backward. Yeah.
Oh, he got the 1 frame pause though. Didn't drown.
I don't even think doing that backward even saves much time because you have to wait for the checkpoint input anyway.
Yeah,
Checkpoint each your input.
Yeah, I've created it.
Ringo invented RCBs.
Yeah.
We're just having a little bit of trouble on the disable here. Alright, there we go.
I once spent a minute pressing L there instead of R, and I'm like, why the fuck isn't this thing working?
I just realized what you just said.
Oh, the drown.
Why do you attempt Lighthouse Clip?
I get it every single time in my run. Like, in my runs that aren't races, I've not missed it yet.
How do
So
you
it's just
deal
in
with the
my
RNG
head.
on this fucking bottom floor though?
You just kind of, I don't know, I just do it a lot, so I know how to react in a lot of cases.
Got it.
Then
yeah.
there's some cases where like they just run into the lasers and die, and I have no clue what to do.
There's a lot of shit to learn.
I think
Like,
eventually
like
that's
every
going to
runner
be
has
at
like
a
strats
point where
they do
like,
and don't do. Like
I think
nobody's like fully upgraded.
uh-huh. Eventually, I feel like we're gonna know how to react to every situation, but right now, yeah, it's a stupid strat. I need to stop going for it.
Interesting camera setup for a kelp taxi skip.
I feel like if you have just one Tiki left there, it's almost certainly not worth bowling it. You can just hit 3 and then get the last 2 on the bounce back.
Decent idea with the RCB facing this way. Kind of like that.
Because then you're just ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. I might pick that up.
I also.
Oh no, it's a little tiny.
Oh, that
movement.
sucks. I hate when that
And
happens.
the camera shake to proclaim that it was not something that he wanted to happen,
In case you
as opposed to the
Yeah.
camera shake that indicates that it is something that he wanted to happen. But you never know. you never know.
Yeah, all we know is
maybe
that
he's just trying to make
something
it
happened.
a little bit closer. You know?
I feel like camera shaking probably lags the game, so it's suboptimal.
I think.
Just losing frames
Really
every
getting
time you get
this.
mad.
Really.
I never react because I'm not losing frames.
It's like, yeah, I need to increase my calorie intake by talking. I
Has
conserve
anybody
my
done
energy.
any conclusive tests on whether or not golden-eyeing long walks is efficient?
I conserve
Just
my
stare at
energy.
the ground the whole
So when
time?
I'm ready to strike,
Golden-eyeing? What? You mean like.
Staring
Does
at the
the game
ground the whole
process-
time to reduce lag.
That'd be a good meme, but I kind of doubt it.
I know it
this game
does it in,
really
like,
does
some areas
not
on
drop
360.
frames unless you really fuck with it though. Thank Christ.
This backup is awkward as fuck.
I'm really confused as to, like, I think people just don't know that you can, like, you can just jump to the cannon and jump over, or you can just, like, jump straight up from the pipe with the cruise boost.
Oh, you can?
Alright, I'm gonna coordinate the other runners for a little bit, so you guys have the floor.
Alright.
The Vine Sock from Rubbertoe, I've messed this one up way too much when it really should be easy. We need a fast strat here that's like actually doable.
I like how we can do all this shit, but this normal ass slide is like.
Yeah, you need like some dumb DCB to even think of doing it faster. What's a Univa?
I think he's struggling to find a backup for his backup, and yeah.
Oh, I guess he was waiting for the Thunder Tiki to explode.
Alright,
I
he's
thought he
up.
was gonna get hit there. There, he's up.
Hey, kid.
That spin
Nice
was
vine bash.
interesting. Wow. Yeah. Oh, okay, recovered it.
Yeah, he's not fully off. Alright, so yeah.
Wow, didn't go for the elbow through the gate here. What a noob.
What a beta male. Just kidding. Alright, so I think Univa is. I hope he gets a good rooftops. I just want to see him like close out solid, you know?
Yeah.
Say hello to my little bubble friend. Say hello.
He may not win the match, but he can still win our hearts.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, Rubbertoe with the
Back.
swag. Wow, he
So
actually
we
did
ruled
this.
this out to not save time in 100%, but it actually
Yeah.
still saves time in all level spatulas, if anybody cares.
Oh, I'm actually planning on running that right after this.
All level spatulas could be pretty cool if it was developed more, I think. Like, there's probably a lot
Oh
of...
no, it's definitely a cool category. It's just like it doesn't have that like push to become competitive, so people aren't motivated to play it.
Yeah. Plus a lot of the,
Univa
like,
with the
stuff
quick
that's...
disable there.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff for ALS that's actually cool is, like, such a high barrier to entry.
Yeah, like the wheels and swamp thing. Or
Honestly,
wheel,
I don't think that strat's that bad.
That strat's not terrible, but there's a lot of, like, DCBs that save... Like, like the one in Flounder Hill saves over a minute in ALS, I'm pretty sure. Like, about
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time. Because if you get a fast enough one, that's the thing where like your speed matters a lot more in that category too. 'Cause if you get a fast enough one, you can run under the entire map and just jump straight to the finish line from like the bottom. It's crazy. Nice swamp clip from Rubbertoe.
Nice.
Gets the L. He got the L control twice in this level. First one just being for swag. Second one being for the one frame attempt. What happens there is if you get the L control on this one, it means you missed it by a frame, which is kind of rough.
At least there's an indicator of which frame you are. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of tricks,
Unlike
there's like no
certain
way to...
other tricks.
Yeah.
So like, I get going for L controls that don't save time in races, but I feel like just like having the ability to turn the camera when you set up like a specific straight angle can lose frames if you go for it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Alright, he's got 84 spatulas, he can go beat the game now.
Let's not forget Univa's still probably on PB pace
Oh yeah.
from like his PB from like a year ago.
That is true.
What do you have there? 140 something?
Univa's old PB is a 147.38.
Gotcha.
I think so far it's really just been like a rock bottom, I guess, and
Haha.
some small stuff in kelp forests and rooftops. Other than that, Rubber's run's been pretty solid, as far as I remember. It's just hard to recount.
Yeah, I think lasers was the biggest.
How long of a
biggest
run this is, you know?
I think if he plays it well, he can get a sub 130 still. Should be
Yeah, just
insane
barely,
to
I'd
see
say,
in a
right?
race.
You could probably get a 129.
And he does this strat here. I don't see a lot of people go for it.
Wait, people don't go for this? Huh.
No.
This strat is like... I thought this was like the easy strat, and it also saves time, so like... It's weird.
I think it's something that just
Yeah.
goes over people's heads. Like, a lot of people don't focus on the little things.
True.
You just gotta, I mean, it saves you having to do a cruise boost, so count me in, pretty much, like, even if it was...
It
Yeah,
also
I'm actually
saves
gonna
you
start
having to
going
deal
for
with Chuck's
that.
manipulations if you get the right send-off angle. That's why I like it so much. And plus it's fast. So there's no justification for it either way.
Yeah. Nice camera zoom here. There's so many little things with, like, spatula grabs that can change how they work.
No required justification.
They add up.
So,
When you grab, you know, in 100% especially, you kind of
Yeah.
know, you
absolutely.
gotta know.
All the cruise boosts you do. RCB saving like a second sometimes, you know, it's like it all adds up.
I think it's cool that, like, pretty much everyone goes for most RCBs now when they have the chance.
For Univa, no.
Oh.
Yeah, RCB is more of a thing where, like, I think once your cruise boosts are consistent, like, you actually get surprised when you miss them. That's when you should start implementing RCBs, because they're the same difficulty as normal cruise boosts. They're just a bigger time loss if you miss them, so you're just betting that you're gonna get it, you know?
Yeah.
If you wouldn't bet on your cruise boost, you shouldn't do RCB. But if you can, then go for them.
Higher payout, higher risk. NG Plus is just how to get good at cruise boosting fast, straight up. Because you're non-stop doing it.
Yeah.
100% too, though.
Yeah,
An
because you do have the...
in a row. You're starting out.
It's kind of crazy after playing 100% for all this time and watching all these races. How did we ever... I guess because like, it took so long for us to figure out all these strats that made 100% good. But it's just kind of crazy that we didn't always have this. Like, how did we used to play the game that way? You legit get 20 minutes of cruise boosting in any percent. It's like 18 actually in normal any percent. That's it. It's like pathetic.
You get a whole category's worth and like more in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You cruise boost for more in this than NG Plus is, right?
So I think that is Robert forgetting the sock here? I don't think he is, right?
In Dutchmanship,
Okay,
he gets it
does
at
on
the end.
this.
Right?
He gets it on this side. Okay.
Or does okay.
Yeah, Sans, you'll get used to it after a while. Don't overdo it though. And remember to submit your run to the leaderboards, by the way. Always do that.
Oh yeah, he's definitely on pace for a sub 130. That's really cool to see in a race. Oh.
Really, the things that have just been going wrong are just like small movement errors and knowledge gaps. But other than that, clean run from him.
Yeah.
Is Rubbertoe the only person other than you who does that Dutchman skip setup shift?
I know people who used to run did it, but they're not active right now, I don't think.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure Conquer does it randomly. I don't know why I know that. But
Conquer goes for like everything though.
Yeah, yeah, good point.
Good point. Oh, Chris does it too? Okay. I should try learning that. It's
yeah,
like
I actually...
3 seconds faster, right?
Nice, by the way, nice goo cage clip from, yeah. I don't even know the names of these things. I don't even fucking remember the names of these things anymore.
I don't think of the names, I'm just like, this is the thing that you do.
Nice,
Nice going
nice
inside
thing.
of the cage from Rubbertoe.
Nice thing from the thing. Yeah. We really need a resource for referencing these things so people stop calling shit different shit.
We need an encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia of Babaca.
Actually, just
Yeah.
fill an entire encyclopedia with this shit in this game. Hey guys, Univa's still on sub 140 pace though. By a pretty large margin. He can
He's
PB by
gonna
over
get a
10
massive
minutes.
PB.
They're both making huge strides for their own personal bests.
Rubbertoe is for sure on pace to get a maybe even a 128 right now.
Whoever Univa dies here, unless he can land on.
Oh, he barely missed it.
Does he
You
still have
gonna
his
go
cruise
for it?
boost?
He does.
Yeah, he's gonna get fucked.
A gauntlet of ever-increasing ferocity.
You can get this, but honestly, if I was in a race,
Yeah,
I'd
he doesn't know, yeah. I fucking hate seeing that
fucking
happen to
dumped.
people. Oh man. It's
I respect the attempts, actually,
Will
though.
SpongeBob be able to
I think my first hundo run ever after the new route, I accidentally did that with a CB, and my chat was like, whoa, you just did that with a CB. I'm like, wait, you're not supposed to.
Univa's PB is a 147. Like a mid 147, so he can definitely smash that right now. He doesn't have his mic, but we're gonna have to do like a text interview. I'm curious to hear his thoughts on like his progression over the past week. He's got plenty of
Yeah,
time
this
to
is
come
good.
back and challenge Rubber again later in the bracket.
Yeah, so
Unless
He's
Rubber
just-
spends like 10 minutes trying to get that last fuse, but yeah. There you
so
go.
he just cranks out a
So,
mid 128.
sub 128.30 from Rubber. His timer hasn't stopped, but wait, maybe his timer did stop. Runner one.
No, it was late.
Hold on.
It was a 1:28:29.
Okay,
if
there
I'm
it
not
is, yeah.
mistaken.
Very nice.
That was.
Very solid run. See, that's like. That's what we want to see out of these races, man.
I just realized Univa's been in this call the entire time.
You can see the practice, you can see the skill, the consistency, and the tricks. That's
I
going to
wonder
be
if
a
he
tough.
has this muted or
That's
not.
so far the best race time in this tournament by several minutes. It's going to be tough for even Chris to give an answer to that in the next round, I think.
Oh, my plans. Ruined. That does it.
I'm so hyped about this game right now, dude. This game is so fun. It's fun to watch, fun to play.
Do you want to get Rubber back in here for the interview?
Oh yeah, do that. Also, when you get dinner, don't leave the call because the server that we're on is like allowing my voice not to be robotic.
Okay.
Damn, I
Rubber's
really
coming
wish
in
that
here in a
Seal and
second.
Jared joined this tournament.
Yeah, I want to see Jared do more than just like that one run he did. He's so
Yeah,
good
dude, he
at this
did like 2
category
runs and
already.
he got a 130. Fucking legend.
Well, Plankton, I hope you learned
What
your
the?
Wait, what's Univa doing here?
What is?
I don't know if he knows this is slow.
What's going on here?
He can still PB, I don't get it.
And he just cranks it, he just gets it.
He just gets it, but like,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that was something Fuff also found when he found the other shit, but it's not even
so
fast.
such an elaborate workaround. Yo, Fly Rule, thank you
Just
for the 2
saucing
months,
on
man.
us at
Welcome
this
back.
point.
I don't know for what, but I'm being punished.
There's still work to be done out there.
I don't.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle
I respect
will
it.
stop, and neither will I. We can't rest
Yeah, can
until-
we,
Breaking out the old ancient knowledge.
Oh, he got sent straight down. That's unfortunate.
man.
He's gonna have to go up and get.
It's just,
Oh,
I think it's just knowledge stuff for like, honestly, everybody. Everybody who's doing this category right now has like some kind of knowledge gap. Even we're learning stuff watching this. You
yo,
can
what's
tell,
up,
like,
Rubbertoe?
yeah.
Thoughts on your run just now?
I hate lasers.
Yeah, we were saying like
yeah.
there was a little thing there that if you you probably already know this first part, but if you like that text box on a laser painting, it eats your jump input, so you have to jump twice to cancel it.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, and then what
Yeah.
happened after that is like if you die after hitting the first laser, the cutscene just extends for the second laser, so you die after that too. So if you
Yeah,
have to, like, get
that
yourself
one I
stuck,
tried to stay on the machine so I wouldn't go off, but
Yeah,
I
that
still
corner doesn't
slipped.
really work.
Yeah, you
It's
can do it on the
weird.
opposite side of the button though to get stuck on there.
Yeah.
That's what I should have done.
I mean,
Damn.
nothing else to really comment on. Like, solid run.
Yeah.
Definitely exemplary for what people should be trying to get in this tournament.
Nice job breaking even with the DCB too. That's always cool to see.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
you really-
crazy.
I think you raised the bar for like races to come with doing RSS. Also, we were talking about. I don't know if you're listening, but
Yeah, a lot of
it's just
people in
like
this chat are realizing they got to upgrade their shit after watching that run.
yeah, you basically just owned everyone.
Yeah. Getting nade.
Christ, dude. This game just keeps on giving, you know? You just gotta...
It just does. We've been
never
saying that for
ends.
years.
Yeah, Univa seems
But-
to have
oh,
missed
wow.
that L control by 1 frame. This thing's dumb. I don't like how the lag affects when the timing is. You're basically just guessing. You're just going for it, assuming it's not gonna lag, but if it does, then you're fucked, and it's just like, I don't know.
It's ass.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm still seeing a lot of improvements in Univa's gameplay over the past week, though. I mean, it's kind of impressive that he just kind of just got his he actually got his Xbox like the day before the bracket started, and he's still competing. It's really cool to see.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna have
agree.
a great losers run. But yeah, how you feeling about
Robert-
Chris next week?
Yeah.
Chris, let's see. Christ, he fast, so I'm a little nervous.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chris has been putting out some good times in these race matches too, like
Yeah.
low 130s across the board.
I think he's gonna have to start getting sub 130s in races to be a contender to win this tournament.
Oh,
though,
you
and
never
this
got
match.
messed by the Tiki.
Yeah, the standard is definitely a lot higher now. We were saying as well that when Pace comes around, we're probably going to have a live tournament at Pace if we get enough people there. I was talking to some people and they were saying it might be a thing because they're trying to do a lot of big stuff at that event. It's going to be really big this year. And plus, we're going to try to get like a bracket on the channel, Speedrun, twitch.tv/speedrun, in the beginning of next year too. So hopefully we get all the boys in the same bracket at some point.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try my best to make it to Pace.
Yeah. Well, we got...
Where do you live for?
Missouri.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. What were you saying?
We got Brandflakes and Dave doing their match tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. They're not going to be on this channel, though. They're just going to do it, like, offline, I think. And the winner of that match will be playing Univa, who's now in the loser's bracket, to face the winner of 4 and Crawfish if he gets past the winner of Brandflakes and Dave. So, yeah. I guess we'll find out who will be playing Jessway in the loser's bracket next. We have Conquer versus Curtis. The winner of that will play Flux, and the loser of that match will play Jessway. But yeah, I mean, see, these matches are... Winners matches are fun to watch because of the skill level of all these guys who do stay in the winners bracket, but there's not that extra edge of like, damn, if you lose this match, you're out of the tournament, so.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be a bit nervous against Crawfish.
Yeah, Crawfish is improving really quickly. It's already got sub 140. He had like a 150 a couple of weeks ago. Not even, like a week ago, actually. So yeah, Univa finishing up his run. I think he might actually get like a low 140 on this. It seems like he's on pace for that. Oh, look at that backup. I didn't even know you could do that.
Ooh.
That wood jump. All right, well, I've learned like 10 things this match. Damn. It'll be interesting to see if some people start grinding out DCB and RSS, because those tricks are things like, they save so much time that if you get it in a run, you're likely to either just break even or just maybe lose a little bit or save a little bit, even if you don't have a good one.
It's just worth going for.
Yeah, absolutely. But and once you start getting it first try in your PBs, that's when it starts to get really annoying to compete against it.
Rubber, was your PB today? Did it have first try DCB?
Yes, it was a really fast first try DCB, so that is going to be the worst split ever to run against.
What was your segment time on that?
That's rough.
I think 2 minutes, 2 seconds or something.
Damn.
Yeah. See, like, what was the thing? There were a couple of things you did on the slide that I didn't even know you could do. Oh, yeah. So, like, see, I have a 202, but I fucking talked to Bubble Buddy twice. So I lost, like, probably a little bit of time there, I think. I think we might actually be able to push the segment to, like, sub 2. Might be possible. But there were 2 things that you did that I didn't know you could do, though. That was the one. Does anybody remember what the other one was?
Bash jump to get on the slide.
Yeah, that was a backup, though. It was, like, something that saved time. I can't remember, though. Like, a couple of corner cuts that I just didn't even know about.
It's like one of the slide bashes, maybe, or something. I don't remember.
I don't know, I'll have to watch the segment.
I got a 206. That's what I got.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of curious, like, how you got a 202. With, there was something else. Like, comparing strats, right? We're trying to figure out, like, what things, I guess, like, how to like, optimize the segment, like, what things people are doing that others aren't. Even Univa brought out some shit today that we'd never seen before. Like that thing we just saw in Dutchman's. Yeah. That's the thing, is like everybody's got their own strats in these runs. It's gonna kill me. I gotta rewatch the segment to see what it was. Maybe it was that just that one thing. Do we have a picture of the box that goes around the starting line to activate the timer?
I can just pull that up right now.
Yeah, I want to see that. But yeah, running
Nice
against the
clip
206
from
is
Univa.
fucking. that sounds like garbage, man.
Yeah.
I think I have like a. There was that one PB where I think my current PB has like a 208 or 210, which honestly like it loses like 4 seconds each attempt you do. So the difference between like like a 206, you legit can only miss it once before you have to start losing time. So you have to get it like second try.
It's gonna be rough.
It's a quick setup though.
Yeah, I love it. Rooftops DCB is the next one.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
seems like it's gonna be a little It's gonna take more time to set that one up in runs, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at that yet. Is the lining up like super specific for it, or is it just like kind of like this one where you just feel it out and just chuck it?
It's kind of specific, but it's not too bad. Actually. Yeah, it's looking spicy.
I really like this one because you can just, if you stand like generally in the right area, you can still get it because it's not like compared to the shit that like you guys are working on right now. It's not like that bad really.
Yeah, it's pretty lenient with the timing and stuff.
Yeah.
So Univa PBing by like 6 minutes, regardless.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Going for brain.
sees like there are obvious improvements he can make too, He's definitely not happy with this, but he's still, nonetheless PBing by that much time. This route he's using saves like over 10 minutes compared to his actual PB. So
Yeah.
he's definitely able to improve.
Alright, it's the blue rectangle that I'm sending. That doesn't look right to me for some reason, but that's what the level editor says it is.
No, that looks right.
Really? You can just go by it on the right side?
Actually, that's kind of far down. That's weird.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, dude? Congrats on the PB.
It's actually not a PB. I got a 138 earlier today.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Oh.
well, congrats on that PB.
Yeah. Yesterday and today I was working on some runs and doing a lot of practice. Couldn't really do it much earlier this week, but
So you get the mic too.
yeah.
Nice.
Actually, the last time we raced, I was home, so I didn't have anything. So now I'm back in my dorm and I have my mic and stuff.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
We were talking about like just strats that you guys are pulling out during the race, or just things that a lot of us haven't seen before, and how our collective knowledge of the game is so bad in this category right now. Trying to pull things together and figure out what the fastest options are, and like what the backups are and such.
Yeah,
You
it's
pulled out
crazy
some
how much
backups.
time you can save just from changing strats.
Yeah, we're still at that point where just not a lot is documented or communicated, so I think these races are good for sharing knowledge. That's the thing too, is like a lot of the stuff that you guys like did lose time to, or just like knowledge things. So it's not even like it's like easy to correct that stuff.
It's not on a technical level, that's the issue.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
like once we all get a better feel for how the route works and backups and all that, it's just like we've got a lot to figure out basically.
Do you guys have any goals in mind for personal bests? 'Cause it's gonna be a while till we see you guys meet in bracket again if that happens.
I really want to get sub 130. I think I can do it for sure. I just have to like practice a lot.
You were one of
and-
the big boys back in the day when this category was less
Yeah.
popular. And Rubber
Yeah,
being a big boy in like every category he plays, sure, you got some ambitions too, don't you?
Yeah, sub 125 right now is what I'm going for.
Nice, yeah, definitely doable based on that run, I'd say. Do you have any
Yeah,
plans to add DCB Univa?
I haven't really tried DCB myself yet. I don't know how hard it is to do, so I'll look into that later.
I think it's a lot easier if you did the old GCC back in the day.
Yeah, I think the people who did that strat back then people are saying it's like kind of an advantage because it's kind of the same thing but with a different frame timing, and you don't have to worry about how close you are to the wall. So it's a lot more lenient pretty much, but you have a lot of time to get it. But it's still like a weird movement to get down if you're not used to that kind of a thing.
I'm grinding DCBs on the side.
Yeah, that's the strat. That's definitely the strat. It's just cool to see people do it in races, you know? Or should I say it was cool to see Rubber do it in a race, because I hope that raises the standard, gets people interested in doing it themselves. It's a cool strat.
I think I'm honestly going to start doing RSS in 9 after this.
Yeah. And you're playing Crawfish, and then if you win that, you're playing against, I think, actually, probably Univa. You guys might meet up in bracket as well.
Oh,
so I guess we'll see who does this strat.
I'm gonna look at the bracket.
Yeah, let's bring up the bracket.
So it looks like, yeah, winner of Univa and versus winner of Brand Flakes and Dave. So yeah, I might be seeing you, Univa.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that run that was kind of back scheduled. We were saying in the race, like, that full first like hour of your run, Rubber, was so clean. We were trying to find stuff to comment on, but we just couldn't because there's just nothing to say.
It was just like a regular ass run, you know. It's just trick after trick, just kind of went pretty smoothly.
Yeah, exactly. We were saying that your mindset in this tournament, just playing it kind of like you're doing normal runs, is definitely a good strategy if you can pull it off, because it relieves a lot of the pressure associated with it. And sure, like, I kind of speculated that you're probably just trying to have fun, right? I mean, this tournament's not really, there's nothing on the line except for just, the community building and really just like improving the category and showing people how it's done. So I just kind of just interpreted it was like a mix of just like, like a pressure strategy and also just trying to have fun with it.
Yeah, I just shut off everything, probably just my own chat in case something happens, and then I just do my own runs,
Yeah, word. It's a good strat. Do you guys, I take it from that you don't watch Univa's stream when you play, you just kind of just do your own thing?
Yeah, I don't watch any streams at all.
Yeah. What's your strategy, Univa? Do you watch people's streams when you run?
Actually, with my setup, I can't really watch anything else about the game.
Because you're on a laptop, aren't you?
Right now I have my computer with me, but I only have one monitor, so.
Word.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
I noticed you're in call the whole time.
Yeah.
Were you listening to our commentary?
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
I couldn't like change anything as soon as I started playing. So yeah.
Hopefully we didn't mess with your nerves. That would make me uncomfortable if I heard the commentators.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I usually listen to the stream when I'm doing races anyway, so it's
a
not
lot of
really...
competitive games where people get on a stage and play, they just have headphones, so they can't hear that shit. So I mean, I can't imagine like how it felt to just like with that RSS, just not RSS,
Rollbuck.
Us just talking about like, damn, this is really unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure you'll have that ready to go next week.
Yeah.
No stranger to learning shit.
I feel like part of it was nerves too. I was really nervous going into this. Yeah.
Well,
just because I didn't have a lot of practice in.
I know Rubber streams all the time, but do you have any plans on streaming stuff? Trying to like shout you guys out here. I
might try to stream. I just had to find the time for it really. Because school's like really bombarding me with work.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Well, if you guys want to follow their Twitch channels, they're right here on the stream. They both stream, so it doesn't really matter like how often they do. Like if you want to have some Bob content in your feed, just like increase your options. Yeah.
These guys have some really good quality gameplay and good personalities. You should check them out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, we're just about ready to get the next race started, so 3 minutes might take a little bit more, but yeah, we're gonna transition now. You guys have a nice night, and thanks for coming on the stream.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Peace,
I'll
boys.
see you guys.